We went to what's his face's house, and after they delivered the baby the previous session, we went back to have dinner. We went and talked to the daughter, and she convinced us to take her down into the cellar to basically face her fears because she thinks that something may have happened. Turns out she was actually attacked by a werewolf and she died. And she was brought back to life by the necromancer dude. I can't remember what his name is off the top of my head
The
because it's in my
abbot.
notes. The abbot, yes, the abbot. And then he came to visit us and did a lot of gaslighting and said that he wasn't the one who delivers babies. He doesn't know what's happening. He turned into a giant eagle. He ran away. The
It's got a stupid face and we need to smash it.
yeah, he needs to die. And then the parents gave us the truth about what happened to their daughter, and their son is now missing. And I suspect that their son might be the werewolf that attacked the daughter, and or maybe the parents too, because
Wait. Can I jump in here
yeah,
and just contribute?
yep,
So the parents almost certainly are also werewolves. They
oh
have
for
a
sure,
special little cellar in their basement where they tie themselves up on their werewolf nights,
yep,
and apparently the kid got free last time, and he was the cause of all the shit.
yeah,
So now we caught him. We caught him red-handed, and they're gonna throw themselves at
explain
our
it,
mercy.
yep,
And Gleister is currently threatening them unnecessarily with a silvered longsword.
yep, pretty much sums it up. And then
Sounds like
that's
a
where we,
fever dream.
yeah,
And they all think
that's where
Glacier's a
we,
pedophile.
It is
yeah.
so good to
Wait,
have you
wait,
back.
hold
Oh
on. Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah, that happened.
Oh,
Gleister
yeah.
jumped out of a 8-year-old child's bedroom window right as her father was returning. So
And then
that was
Right.
tickled
good.
her ear at dinner right next to it.
Yeah, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right.
So-
I'm safe now because Jarell explained to him that I'm a pederast circus clown.
Yeah.
That
Really
makes everything
funny.
okay.
Which makes it so much better. But yeah,
You
pretty
definitely
much.
need to watch stream from last week. Now
Yeah.
that I'm thinking about it, chill. It was really funny.
Yeah, you have to. But yeah, that's pretty
So-
much where we left off. Is the parents found us down in the cellar, and now they are going to explain to us what happened,
Oh,
or
yeah.
they're gonna die. So
Muriel
I don't wanna-
needs to.
I don't want to waste too much time, but Chill, you were aware that we got invited to dinner by goddamn Strahd, right?
oh yeah,
All right,
Kinda.
well,
that happened too.
Strahd, yes, Strahd sent us a dinner invitation, and literally everybody in the group except me wants to go. You're
Well-
outvoted even if you are with me, but we are curious for the record what was Sturg's reaction to the letter.
I don't think he'd give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't necessarily like want to go, but we just need to go. We have to go. It is just
I'm also
detrimental to-
curious.
Yeah.
What's the gender of the child Sturg gave birth to?
I
What?
thought it was a boy.
Oh,
Sturg
Okay,
gave birth to
she's-
a child?
you said someone
No.
gave birth, and you said I was engaged to Isaac. So I'm just making connecting the dots.
Oh,
here.
Soulless.
no,
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did not give
soulless-
birth.
There was a soulless
Oh.
baby. So the abbot went and delivered a baby, and then it didn't cry, so they said that it had no soul.
Very troubling.
And you would have a boy if you
Oh.
and Isaac got together.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that seems likely.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
Strong one. Fucking built.
You guys did have a log chopping contest.
I win?
Probably.
No. Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, Grim didn't tell us who was the winner, but I would root for you, bud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once again, a pleasure to have you back.
Yes. Sorry for my absence.
I feel like none of us really get into the role-playing group unless you're here. I feel like you're our role-playing anchor.
I
I
tried to
do
play
like
Malik.
no role playing with Sturg.
I tried to play Malik, and I was lost.
Yeah, Thursday needs you bad. Yeah, so the very last thing that was said at the end of session. Oh, and you may have your inspiration, by the way, I'll say no.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, very welcome. The burgomaster was confronted very aggressively by Gleister, as he is wont to do, and he quietly, calmly, with his head like sort of bent in both shame and like that sort of I'm smaller than you like animal thing that animals kind of do when they get challenged sometimes. And he just says, I'm sure that you have questions. I only ask that you not judge us too harshly when you hear the answer. Oh, you have aid.
Oh.
Just one aid.
Okay.
Gleister looks embarrassed and puts away his sword and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. It probably looked like I was trying to murder you since I have a sword that's made out of silver, and you guys are well. Let's not get ahead of ourselves."
You may get wherever you wish. You have the right. And I will tell you everything, I promise. Kala, dear, you should hear this as well. And she sort of creeps around the side of the wine shelf, and Dimitri takes a deep breath and sort of tries to build up the courage. He says, 80 years ago, my grandfather was bitten by a werewolf. He survived, but the curse never left him. It slept in his blood until his death, and from him, it passed down through our family like a shadow. It does not touch everyone, but when it does.
So then I'm assuming your son was born with the curse?
He nods his head slowly. When Ilya was born, we prayed the curse had passed him over. But as the date of his first full moon drew close, you see, it emerges on the first full moon after the 13th date of birth. And on that night, the change is inevitable, painful, terrible. And then every full moon thereafter. The signs, as that date grew closer, were simply unmistakable. We gave him the potion, bound him here beside me, watched over him.
Who's that third set for?
Well, there was a time where the curse ran stronger. Those chains been anchored in that room for 80 years. And should one break, it is always good to have an immediate replacement. Hate to have to wait at the pleasure of a blacksmith.
So what happened the night your son got free?
Well, the potion failed, or something within him was stronger. That night, he broke free. He tore through his shackles as if they were simple thread. I tried to stop him, but I too was bound, and he was fast and strong. Oh, he escaped the cellar, and he rampaged through the village. He wounded several of the other villagers, and he killed Kala. He looks over at her. Pain deep in his eyes. Kala's crying quietly. I'm sorry.
The abbot dropped by the day that he broke free?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Well, he had to have if he brought Kala back to life.
We brought her body to him.
Ah.
We didn't know what else to do. The man may be mad, may be cool, may be harsh, but one cannot doubt his power.
How did he bring her back? What did he do? Was it a spell?
Was
Was it a
some
ritual?
Yes, it was some magic. You must forgive me, I'm not a weaver myself. Cannot remember the details. I was overcome. The drain of color from her face and the stillness of her body and how cool her skin was to the touch. It was very overwhelming in the moment.
I can imagine.
After Ilya vanished, he leapt the walls and ran into the Svalich woods. We've searched for him every day since, but found no sign or trace. I'm sorry that I didn't tell you this sooner, but how could I? What would you have thought of us? Him. All we want is for Ilya to come home. There's a chance he's still alive. Well, we did not wish to have to fight you on that.
Would have been nice to know we were going after a werewolf if we were to find him and bring him back.
Yes, well, I thought perhaps Esmeralda might tell you. She knows a little of our history.
Oh yeah, she's
And
the monster hunter. Right?
She is, though it is not for that reason we asked for her help to find Ilya. She has long been a friend to the village of Kresk.
That's
But
nice.
she is also skilled. And if anyone could find him, we felt it was her. I understand if this changes things.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
He looks to the rest of you to try and figure out where you stand.
I mean, Strah's eyes are just going from super dilated to slowly focusing in, as if he's been asleep this whole time.
Yeah.
He does not
About
know
right.
where he is. He's very
Or
confused.
why your feet are so clean.
Yeah. He feels a bit violated. He's trying to consider and recollect what happened. Who is he? The fuck is he?
Oh yeah. By the way,
Werewolves.
while you were sleeping, I painted your face.
But you can't see
what?
that, so.
Yep,
Oh, that's right.
I cannot see it. I just feel very violated, and I don't know where I am. So
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying,
step
if
in
you
the
walk
corner,
near a puddle,
You're very sleepy.
Sleepy guy.
like a prey animal, back in the corner.
Yes, exactly.
I want to give Sturg a reassuring thumbs up. Nothing to worry about, buddy.
Jarrell, Jeebus, Alcena, what are your responses?
did you say werewolf bit your grandfather and made him a werewolf?
No, it was further back. It was
That's-
like 80 years.
Yeah,
Or was
that's
it
what I'm
great?
saying.
Was it your
That-
grandfather?
My grandfather, I'm hardly a young pup myself. But yes, 80 years ago, my grandfather, as you
Shit,
said,
those- Yeah, you're old
was-
as hell. Sorry, bud.
So werewolves spread it by biting each other, biting other people.
yes, and then it can then be passed down to children.
Oh, I
Oh.
see. I didn't
Okay.
realize that. So is it a share thing always? Well, no, that's right. You were saying sometimes it skips a generation.
We
And
were
you
very
said
hopeful.
There was a potion you gave him?
Yes, a wolfsbane potion. It
Oh.
is near to useless on the night of the full moon, as we've been reminded, but we thought we had perfected.
Well, we also found this. I was wondering if you could um explain it to us a little bit. I'm going to pull out my journal and flip to the page where I had tucked the picture that we assume is Kala into and hand it over to him. Is this Kala or is this maybe somebody else?
He accepts the slip of parchment, and his face kind of goes pale for a moment and his brows furrow. Where did you find this?
Who is it?
This drawing is of my older sister, Zuleika, and she has not been seen in Krezk in nearly 13 years.
Found it in your son's room. Behind a picture. Map of Krezk with a lake far to the east.
That sounds like Lake Baratok, but that's impossible. My son has never met her.
Apparently he has.
He knows
This is very
something.
troubling. All the more reason to find him and bring him back home.
I'm willing to bet we could probably find him at that lake. He would, I'm assuming, be scared and probably flee to wherever she is. Is she by chance one of the descendants that inherited the curse?
Yes.
Thought so. Well,
Have you heard any news of your sister in these past 13 years?
I have not seen her, heard her voice, heard her name, even, in over a decade. I don't know how my son could have had this.
I think that Lake to the east would be a good place for us to start.
Perhaps you are right. Seems that in just the short time you have been my guest, that you seem to know more about what's going on than any of us have. In
Yeah, he's probably
Jace,
right. Earl's pretty smart, man.
I don't doubt this. You all seem very capable. Uh, but if you might do me one favor before you go off to the lake. Perhaps run your theory by Esmeralda herself? She may know something.
Is she around
She
here?
only... She returned earlier in the day,
Oh, that's
shortly
right.
before you guys did.
Well, she went to go stay at the abbot's place, right? Because there's no inn.
Yes, we did offer her to stay in Ilya's room, of course, but she refused, claiming she didn't want to be any of burden. Not that she
Then
would be,
yeah,
of course.
let's go check in with her and make sure he ain't like doing something diabolical to her.
I think it would be the abbots who should be wary of such a thing. She is scrappier than she appears.
Oh,
It
good. Then I'm worried that she would beat up the abbot before I'd have a chance to.
That is most certainly more possible. You will have a difficult time being given entrance to the abbot so late at night. Perhaps you might head there at first light?
I think it'll be okay. We've got a battering ram. Dirk, show him the ram.
Okay. He takes out the ram. A bit confused.
We're gonna smash this fucker's door down, Dirk. It's gonna be great.
Right.
What is wrong with you, Sturk? You usually love the idea of smashing things. You catch you on an off day?
Looks like he's questioning his existence.
Sturk was woken up about 30 minutes ago. He is as lost as everybody else.
Yeah, he had a
Actually
coma. He got
was.
all
He
tuckered out.
he was comatose, and then we woke him up, and we were like, "Hey, we're going to the cellar," and he was like, "Okay," and then that was it. That was like 30 minutes ago.
I do remember that. Yeah, and we're all still standing on there.
Okay. Well, first things first. Do we want to go talk to Esmeralda? Maybe she has more information about the abbot.
We
I
should
think
talk
that's a
to
good
her.
idea.
Yeah. Wait for tomorrow morning like they recommended?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely.
could use a nap.
Okay.
Yeah. I need
There goes 8.
That's okay. He'll just give it to us again.
Ooh.
All right. Well, in that case, you guys make your way up the cellar steps, and as you enter the cottage once more, you are greeted by a slightly guilty-looking Muriel.
Yeah, so much for keeping watch there, Muriel. Thank you so much.
Yeah, what the hell?
I told you I was tired. I fell asleep.
That's some bad adventuring practice.
You're getting cast out of
How
that
you
bed. I
die?
hope you understand that.
For falling asleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should always be on your toes, especially when we were on a mission, man.
Well, I suppose you don't need my help anymore, then. I should just leave?
I mean, we'd like you
Oh.
to stay with us, but you gotta keep the group discipline.
It was a long trip. It's been a long day. There's
That's
been a
the
lot going on.
plan!
Whatever.
You've gotten the same amount of sleep as the rest of the party. It'll be okay.
She just kind of curls up into her sleeping bag and faces the wall.
Alright, so, spend the night and then head out in the morning?
Before we go to bed, Drell will. Do I have the whistle? The keeper's whistle?
Oh no, I do.
You do?
That-
Let's use the whistle to see if we can get one of the other ravens to spy on the abbot during the night.
You think so?
Oh, I mean, I could.
It's a one use, I think.
No, it's once per day.
Once per day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh.
then yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Are you sure? Where is that
Works
written?
for me.
Does
At
it
the
have
very
the
top.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
So you could either have them scout the abbey for us or try and spy on the abbot.
I think that we should have them spy on the abbot.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Get us some
Here, I'll let you.
insight to what he does when nobody's watching.
I'll let him hold the whistle to do it.
But it's some evil shit.
Alright. Then Jarrell will step outside and use that whistle. The
Okay.
keeper's whistle.
It's just Muriel.
She walks out. God damn it, what? You step outside and blow the whistle, and for a moment, nothing really seems to happen. But after a little while of being patient, a raven flutters down.
Now, can they
Thank you.
understand us, or do I need to do animal speaking or speak to animals?
Oh, it's like when you're in your bear form. They can't speak to you.
But they can understand what we're saying.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, do you think that you could do us a favor? And we need you to overlook the abbot.
Are you
And
just yelling that from inside the house?
oh wait, no, you guys are outside. I'm here. Okay.
Hey!
Find the abbot!
There's a thump from inside the burgomaster's bedroom as they both fall out of bed.
Um, we need you to go spy on the abbot, and in the morning report back to us with whatever you find.
Please.
Please and
Yes.
thank you.
Please.
It gives you a shrill caw, and then flies off towards the abbey.
Awesome.
We-
Time for some Jedi then. Could be an eventful day.
It sure has been.
Indeed.
Nappy time.
All right. Couldn't we post watch though? Derek, you are should be all slept out. Do you want to stay up and guard us in our sleep?
Yeah, if the abbot comes in,
I mean, they did wash your feet for you.
kill him.
Sturg dead. Sturg's dead.
I think so.
No.
Okay.
Oh damn, we just found
Oh, I was thinking of piss.
Okay.
Ill-timed piss.
I'm sorry, the bladder cold.
You're giving us PTSD.
I mean, sure, I guess. I sit in this big fancy ass couch, mat spread all the way.
With
that.
less
Lots of
stinky
man
feet, at
spread.
least.
Yeah, confused on why I have to touch my feet. I don't know, touch my feet. But
They
worried.
feel really smooth and they smell
Like soap.
fragrantly of flowery soap.
Well, you had your boots on the couch, and then feet were really stinky. So it seems like a natural thing.
Not to him. This is very unnatural.
Just
Well,
while you
I
were
suppose you
sleeping.
got a point there.
That was a violation of the sleepers code, though. Oh no, cause never mind. Cause yeah, his I had it reversed. His feet
Okay.
shoes were
Ye-
off or on rather.
When the shoes are on, then you can fuck with them.
All right. Everyone press your long rest button. Alcena and Gleister, get rid of your extra 5 points.
Bye-bye. Temporary hit points.
I
And
do it automatically when I hit long rest.
oh, excellent. Yeah, you wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and rejuvenated.
All right.
Awesome. I am
Ugh.
going to cast my animal handling. Or not animal handling, I'm sorry. Speak to animals so that way we can talk to the raven.
Okay.
The Raven's a person too, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the Raven can transform at will.
Holy shit, Ronald Reagan's here?
Old Ronnie,
I'm not a crook.
you're off by a couple of presidents, bud.
I know. That's the only thing I could think of for a president.
All right. You are, of course, given a nice hearty breakfast by Anna. Dimitri offers you a farewell and a good luck as he goes off to attend to his duties. And When one of you stands outside, looking around expectantly, a raven returns, hopping along the fence.
You have a report?
He hops side by side and he looks at you, Althena, and gets the sort of feeling from you that, he knows he doesn't need to shift and give himself away.
I cast my animal speak to animals.
Okay. And he croaks to you with his little birdie voice in your mind. Watched the one you call Abbot through dusk and darkest hour. He did not sleep. He walked the halls, whispering things I could not understand. He visited the flesh girl thrice. Once just to look, once to adjust her hair, and once to place a book in her hands. But she did not read it. He spoke to something in the east wing. I did not see it, but I felt it. It did not answer him. He told it that the bride is nearly ready, and that the moment of joining would come soon. And then he sang to it, a hymn I do not know. Then he returned to his chamber at the last hour before dawn, though he did not sleep.
Interesting.
Oh, very troubling. Guys, are we sure we shouldn't just kill this guy before we go hunting for the werewolf boy?
Kind
There's
of want
no
to
telling what.
manipulate him a little bit.
Yeah, I think he might be a little bit outside our scope of level, but okay. Is there anything else you can think to tell us?
He shakes his little blue-black beak.
All right. Well, we greatly appreciate your help. We will let you know if we have anything else.
He bobs his head up and down, and then he takes flight.
Wait, Glacier
I
isn't 100% sure that this is not a real bird or just a regular bird, so he's gonna offer him like a little cracker or something out of his rations.
Oh yeah, if you give him a ration, he gladly accepts it. He gives you sort of like a respectful bow, one of his little black twiggy feet stepping forward, his head going down, like his beak touches the edge of the fence, and then he actually flaps away.
Hmm. Very
Interesting.
Well,
nice.
that's
So,
troubling.
yeah, he is talking to an obvious monster because it responds or to him either in his head or just not at all. He's reporting to somebody, probably Strahd. So that's cool. Because they mentioned a bride, and Strahd was trying to wed Irina, or
Oh,
wait,
right.
But we
But
also
there
have
was,
Anna.
yeah, exactly.
wait, what?
Remember, Anna gave her heart in exchange
The
for Kala's life?
Oh yeah, that's right
mom.
too.
Indeed. You get a interested look from Kala as you enter from the garden, kind of talking amongst yourselves, but she just flips through the pages of one of her books and eats her porridge.
Then we shall relay all the information that the crow gave us.
Mm-hmm. Definitely letting the rest of the party know. Um, so that's another thing I think we need to bring up to Esmeralda too to see if there's a way that we can um maybe save Anna from the wedding portion so that maybe she may stay with her family.
Yeah, we have to go to the Abbey to see her anyway.
Yep.
For one thing, we know that we need to be super extra careful in there. For another, we could snoop around.
How far away is this lake on the map that we were thinking that maybe the sun might be at?
Yeah, let me pull you real quick over to yonder map. From where you are, just here. The lake is about 2.5 hours to the east.
And where's the Abbey?
Here in Kresk.
Okay. So yeah, I think maybe we'll go see what we can figure out from Esmeralda. And then depending on what we find out from her, we can either go back to or go confront the abbot, or we can try to go find the sun.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just worried about what the sense of urgency is with the Abbott's plan, if we have a time frame.
Right. And I don't think that we need to be too concerned about the sun until it gets closer to the next full moon.
Which is?
Is when?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to tell us.
Yeah.
Does anybody remember what it was the
Um,
last time you checked?
Yeah, the last time I checked was what I want to say 2 days ago, and you said that it was about 2 10 days.
That was since the last full moon.
Oh, so we have about that, a little bit less than 2.
Okay. So you have a uncertain amount of time, but more than a day.
And maybe we can find some sort of cure for me and Isaac too, since we were both bitten.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel
You're getting-
fine.
You're getting the cure. If they have one, you're getting it. No
You're a
if,
very funny little brother telling me what to do.
if ands, or buts.
What-
No, Isaac, he's right. You're gonna do what he says.
We're gonna do this.
I mean, Alcena
If you
don't
can
care.
find something.
You can make your own decisions. Alcena will be finding her own.
You're getting one.
All right.
Yes, very well, little brother.
Off
Let
to
us go and
Esmeralda.
see what is this woman. All right. Straight on till morning?
Mhm.
Peter
The
Pan,
North Star.
All right. It is bright and early. There is a small amount of people milling about. They give you strange looks. A few children run and jumped past you, asking you question after question about what happened at the winery. It seems that your heroics have been heard all around town already. Seems perhaps the Martikovs did a little bit of bragging about you while they dropped off their shipment.
That was some
Well,
thrilling heroics.
Mhm.
I will respond to the child's inquiries with grave seriousness and describe what happened in great detail, including how I got shithouse afterwards.
More than one parent rips their child away from this procession, especially as they hear you recounting it. And
On the other end, I'm recounting what happened, but like maybe make myself seem like super dramatized hero.
check.
and you
Performance
died.
check.
You died twice.
Yeah, I only died once.
Yeah. Isaac's behind me the whole time while I'm like telling this story.
Or shaking his
He's
head.
laughing for sure. For sure, he is laughing.
No, Alcena definitely mentions.
But
Didn't you
you
go
say
down
you
twice? Didn't I have to revive you a few times?
no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Must have been my bear
Eventually,
brain.
Yeah, it totally was. You're crazy. I'll even roll deception.
go for it. Pretty good. You guys continue climbing, and as you sort of keep to the east along the road, the only way to get to the Abbey's path, the children fade away, the people avoid the area entirely, and you walk alone once more. The road from the village climbs up above the mist to the wide ledge in which the abbey is perched upon. There is, as you climb higher and higher, a light dusting of snow covering the trees and the rocky earth. The road passes between two small stone outbuildings with an iron gate closed shut tightly in between, which is not pictured here. And you've got a very large curtain wall. That is sort of housing the abbey grounds. And through the gates, you can see the stone abbey standing quiet with two wings and a belfry protruding from the rooftop of the north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing gray smoke.
Any guards present?
None currently that you see.
Hmm. Hello?
You call out, and as you do so,
What do you want?
Wait, what the fuck is that thing? Wait,
Oh,
you. I'm
oh!
talking to you.
Wait.
What is
Nope.
that sound?
Hold on. We're trying to
two
get in.
guards. Yeah,
Oh!
these two
Don't
guards
insult
step out of the two towers on either side of the gate.
Okay.
And
The fuck?
All right.
make these barking noises at you, asking you, what you want?
We're here to see Esmeralda.
All right. Follow us. They open the gates for the creek and begin to lead you deeper within.
It wasn't so bad. I thought we'd have to slap these guys.
Yeah, me too. That was not what I was expecting in the least.
That scared the fuck out of me.
Just a note that these are 10-foot squares.
See.
You head deeper into the grounds, following behind them. And as you walk, you can see a graveyard just to the side. and stunted pine trees growing out of the rocky earth all about, coming out of the foundation. The windows of the structure are lovely, but cracked panes of leaded glass, and just beyond this edge here, the wall sort of cascades downward, and you can see quite clearly the village lying about 400 feet below. And for a moment, you actually find some beauty in Barovia.
That's the first. Until I look in the mirror again.
Yeah, I was about to make that same joke.
So funny, you guys. You're hilarious. You carry on, and
Can I
they
try speaking to
Yes.
one of them?
Sure, yeah. You stop them as you are walking along.
Well, I wouldn't need to stop them, but I want to address one of them and say, "Oi, are you like a guy who got turned into a dog, or are you like a dog who got turned into a guy?"
Ugh. I don't want to tell you about that.
Yeah.
That's not your business. That's my business.
Yeah, all right. That makes me think you're a dog. You were a guy first, and then you were a dog. But none of my business.
Wait till he tries to mark something.
Oh, does Jarrell make that little dig out loud?
No. No, he's not that brave. So I was thinking about taking a leak on something and seeing if they immediately go try and cover it up.
They stop, and you can look up and see the battlements above, where there are two guards standing at attention. And below them, in front of you, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot tall wooden doors, reinforced with heavy bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque.
What's it?
The plaque bears the abbey's name, Abbey of St. Markovia. And beneath that, it says, "May her light cure all illness."
That's nice.
One of the little creatures jumps forward and knocks 3 times on the door, giving a
The
little.
knocks.
Mhm.
Do the knocks seem to have like a special rhythm to them?
They don't, just a steady knock, knock, knock. Though
All right.
afterwards, he gives a little as though he is calling out in some sort of greeting. You stand there for a few moments before one of those doors is opened. And in the doorway is a squat, barrel-chested figure. This man stands barely 5 feet tall, with ill-fitting monk's robes tied with a belt of frayed hemp. His right head is a grotesque fusion of a patchy-haired man and a goat, complete with stubby horns, while his left head is stunted, cherubic, and half covered in thick crocodilian hide.
Boy,
One
sure need
arm ends in a crab's pincher, and where his right foot should be, there is instead a bear's paw.
I lean in.
He.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, please.
I was just gonna lean
Speak.
into Glacier and Jarell and be like, "What the fuck is happening here?"
Right, I came over there to lean over to you, Alcina, and say, like, I can't Can anyone tell if they're like pitiable and we should feel sorry for them, or if they're like we should kill them?
I don't think that
I'm
we
going
should
with the
kill
mercy
them.
killing.
Well, I
No, I
mean,
just meant
I'm.
like because they might be up to mischief. Because for Christ's sake, look at him. I mean, for Morning Lord's sake, look at him.
Oh yeah, I mean, is this like
Do you think
something
that
like a
these are the
punishment?
work?
Maybe.
Well, that's what I mean, that's a reasonable summation. I was going to say, do you think a benevolent God would create these
I hope it's not
horrifying
Esmeralda.
monstrosities?
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
we'll ask
find her
Esmeralda.
before we start anything.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not going to start anything. I promise. Unless you guys tell me to. Okay, I'll follow your lead at that. Okay.
Roll me a deception check. No, I'm just kidding. He looks at the strange dog creature with a scowl. You're not supposed to leave your posts! And both of them sort of shrink back, the more dog-esque one letting out a low, nervous whine. The more humanoid one gestures behind you to the group of you, who is suspiciously lacking a stirg, and says,
Yes. Come to see the abbot and Esmeralda.
The larger head of the strange man sort of gives you all a once-over, and the smaller head just blinks with large, glassy eyes.
All right.
And he says,
Oh, I've got to see what kind of saving throw Gleister's gonna have to make to not say something horrifying or well, something embarrassing. At the horror of that. Let's say wisdom.
yeah, definitely. I think that's pretty fun.
All right. Well then, no, he doesn't react in horror at this freakish
You just-
monstrosity.
You guys just hear a grunt as Gleister is physically biting his tongue. The creature looks you over and,
Fine. Follow me. Try anything funny and you'll regret it.
and he opens the door wider and leads you inside while the other two scamper back off to their posts.
This is horrifying. I'm
Mhm.
starting to think
Yeah.
that this was a bad idea.
I believe she spent the night here.
Well, maybe she's got some weird mutation stuff going on too. We'll have to wait and see.
I hadn't considered
You
that.
step inside
Sounds like
and you are forced to stop for a moment as the man turns to you with a sort of amused grin on his face, and he grunts and,
You surprised by my family's appearance? Most
Oh,
people are.
No.
Oh, I don't-
No.
I don't know what give you that
No.
impression. We're just
Yes.
here. Just nudge Jeebus kind of forcefully.
Before she can nudge Jeebus forcefully, Gleister's standing right next to, or close enough to Jeebus that when Jeebus is like, yeah, we are, then he's like, oh, good, we're telling the truth. Yeah, no, horrifying. Just the worst. Like,
Oh
what
my
the fuck's the matter with you
Oh
guys?
my god, you guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. We're
he
not
just
gonna
sort of
survive this.
glares at you.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir.
Well, were you gonna tell us the shit or what, pal?
I thought you weren't that interested.
No.
No, we're pretty interested. And can you stop doing that snorting thing? I don't like it at all.
Can you stop being weird? I don't like it.
It's
I'm offended by your
it's a
geology.
product of my genetics.
Your genetics offend me.
Come on, you guys. Can
I
you
mean,
stop being? Can you stop offending the
in
poor people?
fairness, like my being an idiot is a product of my genetics, and I try actively to stop being an idiot.
Do you?
So, put that in your snout and smoke it.
The creature turns to you and gives a dry, throaty chuckle.
Long ago, my ancestors came here seeking a cure. A strange, wasting illness, they said. The abbot, in his infinite mercy, healed them, perfected them, gave them gifts beyond their pitiful mortal frames. Blessing, really. The work isn't finished, of course. Perfection takes time, but the day is coming. Soon.
Yeah.
Real quick, what is this thing over here? That looks vaguely humanoid.
Yeah, the creature over there flaps its wings as it is chained to a post. Takes to the air for a moment, but it doesn't get very far before its chains go taut. And she flutters about madly, screaming nonsense before falling to the ground.
This is a horror show. We shouldn't have came.
Wait, how come you got that? How come you got that one all tied up?
Oh, she's not safe to have around the others. She's still on her path to perfection.
You really have to do it that much, or are you
Yeah, I
just
do.
fucking with me now?
You made it obvious that you don't enjoy it, so I'm making sure to do it more often.
Okay,
This is like
in
a
fairness,
You spent an
he does-
entire session threatening my pet rats, okay? Fuck off.
In fairness, Gleister does actually say that to the guy. He
I told
accuses
you,
him
it's a product of my genetics. Someday
you-
I'll be perfect like my father, but I'm not yet.
Think of it as
father
like
was-
he's a pug. He's got the facial construction of a pug.
Of a two-headed pug.
right
What's a pug?
of a very grotesque creature. Get
the cutest little dog is alive.
You're telling me that's cute?
It's cruel.
I didn't say he looked like a pug. I said he sounds like a pug. There's a difference.
You
Well, there is. Does not make it any cuter.
So mean. You are led further on, with, no plans for stopping. And he throws open the door and,
Also,
Begins
are these
to-
cops?
pause. Get your ass back out here. So these are,
I thought we were going.
so you guys can see this little dotted line here.
Mhm.
This is like an overhang from up above. This is like where the guards will walk and stuff like that. So under this overhanging wall, there are several stone sheds on this edge of the wall, and 3 wooden troughs.
Okay. So not coffins.
Not coffins.
That's just where they toss the bodies to feed the pigs.
Could be. Could be. He throws open the doors and steps inside to lead you within. The ground floor. No one wants to go in now. You were so eager before.
I'm waiting on
I'll say no.
people.
Oh yeah, I'm.
Alcena was running in there before. The ground floor here is one large 50-foot square room with arched, leaded glass windows that really are honestly a work of art. There's a cauldron sitting on an iron rack above a fire in the hearth. while above the mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. There are several chairs surrounding a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, up from which stands a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. She almost seems a bit lost in her thoughts as she does this, and a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe that you all recognize as the abbot reaches over and takes her by the hand. He gives you all a smile and, hello again, travelers. Welcome to the Abbey of Saint Markovia. It is a pleasure to receive you, but to what do I owe it?
We're here to see this chick Esmeralda. You know her?
Ah, yes. I would be happy to escort you to her chamber.
I would be happy if you just told us where it was and gone fuck off.
Uh,
Oh. That is hardly the way to speak to somebody in his own home, don't you think? Perhaps a little bit of
I don't know,
manners
man.
are in order?
I don't know, man. You kind of helped yourself over at the Burgomeister's house. Why do you feel you should be treated with more respect than you showed them, bud?
I don't believe that I entered their home spouting obscenities or insults. I felt I was quite cordial, but if you feel I committed some offense, please accept my deepest apologies.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You trying to gaslight me? I'm the crazy one?
So, yeah.
okay, Glacier, we're here to see Esmeralda. So, if you keep insulting him, he is not going to show us the way to her.
Okie dokie.
Excuse him.
Perhaps
He doesn't have a filter.
it is no trouble, really. But perhaps you might, well, humor me, as we've sort of gotten off on the wrong foot, I rather think. I wonder if you might assist me excuse me,
Bless you.
with a small matter.
Oh,
Lots of pollen in here.
that depends, I guess, on what this quote unquote Alcena does air quotes small favor is.
Truly small in effort, but large in impact. Although I have spent centuries studying the divine, he sort of sweeps his arm and gestures to the distracted woman beside him. I must confess, I am lacking an understanding of another great force in this world. Love. Not the love of gods and spirits, but the love of mortals. Complexities, the irrationalities, the passion. He gives her hand a brief squeeze and gives her a small smile. If she is to wed, she must first understand what it means to love and be loved. Yes, you had a question?
Yes, how old is that girl there? And this is out of character question. Gleister's trying to determine.
Visually, she appears, not much older than Irina, not much younger than Irina, definitely of the same age. Of an appropriate age, she's not 8.
Alright, well, she looked like, I was gonna say 12, so, whatever. Alright, fine.
Vasilka is to be a bride, you see. But she knows nothing of romance, of courtship, of the joys and trials of the heart.
Would you share your wisdom with her? Stories of love, of devotion? Any guidance you could offer would be invaluable.
Well, I've never had a love, so I'm out.
Yeah, Gleister can. If anything, he just is concerned about jumping in and not giving anybody else a chance to jump in if they want to. But so he's kind of like watching everybody with like hands on his hips, like, anybody else want to jump in here, or is it going to be me again? But of course, I could tell you all about the proper things you need for a marriage, all sorts of responsible things like that.
Who's she getting married to?
Mind your fucking business, Jeeves.
I'm just curious.
It could be you if you prove yourself. Simply the right man for her. I only
Aw.
wish for my dearest Vasilka to be happy.
Oh.
Isaac, do you give your blessing?
Wait, hey, okay.
Not even a little bit.
Thank you.
Do you not know this woman?
Well, I know, not yet, but just all right. You make a compelling point there.
Yes. He just sort of goes back to crossing his arms and watching what's happening with a bunch of skepticism. But as you make your agreement, Gleister, the abbot nods and turns to the young woman with a gesture before returning to his seat at the head of the table. And the woman, he called Vasilka, which I will paste. She takes a step forward, and she dips into a small, clumsy curtsy. I am Vasilka. I am pleased to meet you.
Is she
Hello.
Hello
saying
there, girl.
in fear or
She
like
seems
she's
pleasant enough,
like
just maybe a bit
rehearsing?
absent.
Like
She's
kind of
just,
like she's like spelled or just kind of like how Kala was.
give me an insight check.
Damn.
Everything seems normal from what you can tell.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
I guess Gleister will try an insight check too. Just because he's concerned, yeah, obviously he's always inclined to think the best of people, but he hates the fucking abbot already. So if anything, his immediate assumption is that this child is somehow, I say child, this young woman is somehow here against her will, or imprisoned, or like Alcina was trying to say, ensorcelled.
I think she's beautiful.
Wow, even worse.
You're just blinded by your hatred. All you can do is assume the worst, though you see no exact evidence for it.
Well, even a broke clock.
Y'all are real preoccupied.
Yeah, we all hate the fucking, like, he could literally be the nicest guy and we would hate him anyway, so, but I doubt that that's the case. I think he's up to some shit. Strahd, I want you to
guys
fuck
are
this
so
guy
funny.
up. Strahd, can you fuck this guy up?
I feel conflicted.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do. Whenever we need you, you're always like, I feel sorry for this undead guy. He looks like an old man. I feel sorry for this vampire because I was just beating her up on the ground and she wasn't fighting back.
I felt so bad back then too. It was so one-sided. Holy shit! It was like beating up fucking Isaac. Didn't feel satisfying at all.
Ouch.
I would share my love, but I've already promised myself to Strahd.
The abbot looks a bit amused by this revelation, but says nothing. Just watches.
Gleister stops what he was about to say and just stares at you in open mouth horror. Like, what the Strahd like the vampire guy?
He can't have Alcina, and the man's got to be lonely.
No,
I'm gonna live a very long time.
Arena.
God damn it.
I mean Irina, not Alcena. Alcena would not even quite
I look
allow you
pissed
to
off that
entertain
that you called him first.
You guys
What?
are the worst for killing them.
What?
I said you guys are the worst, and we are definitely killing Strahd.
Oh yes. You will get your chance, I promise.
I just want to
Well,
have sex first.
what?
Need to reset that mic, buddy.
Yeah, because I don't think you just said what I heard you say. Welcome back. Maybe.
Maybe.
You're muted.
Silence.
Hello.
Can you hear me now? Does it sound
Yes.
normal?
Yes.
Okay, yes. Sorry, Gleister got totally sidetracked, and he's giving you guys he's chastising you. Although the idea that like you and Jeebs could be spit roasting Strahd, and then I could just run in and chop him with my sword while he was
Plan B.
distracted. Yeah.
Do you give any advice to Vasilka?
Yes, absolutely. Once I get focused back on track, there's I don't know, presumably somebody is like you were saying. And yes, I give her all sorts of extremely practical advice about the trick to a successful marriage is finding somebody who has compatible life goals with you. You know, if you want to have children, you can't be with somebody who doesn't, and so forth on. And I want to talk to her about finding an equitable distribution of labor, so that nobody feels like just really like self-help book relationship counselor advice.
Okay. She seems to be internalizing everything you're saying. Her brows are furrowed, her eyes are locked, like absolutely locked in. She nods along as you speak.
I would like to emphasize that Gleister is not just being an idiot. He's honestly giving good practical advice.
Yes, this is probably a subject that's rather near and dear to his heart, so.
Well, it's also funny because she's probably getting married to some sort of eldritch monstrosity in an evil ceremony or something. But
Probably. It's super funny. The abbot watches the introduction and listens as you speak up and give this advice to her. And oh yes, there is something else. You know, a bride is not complete without a proper gown, and I would see Vasilka adorned as befits her station, but alas, I have not yet found one worthy of her. If in your travels you should happen upon such a gown, I would be most grateful. And of course, gratitude should be repaid in kind. In exchange, I would be willing to offer my own gifts in return. What say you?
What might these gifts entail?
Perhaps the restoration of life? Should such a need arise? Or the healing of wounds beyond mortal means? A gesture of goodwill, in return for one of generosity?
Something we can keep in mind.
I see you.
Good.
And what is her station?
Well, I'm the abbot of the Abbey of St. Markovia, and she is my ward. If we did that sort of thing in this land, she would be a lord's daughter or something similar, but I don't precisely style myself as such.
So I see.
Vasilka reaches forward, Gleister, and she sort of kind of places like a little ghosting of fingers on your arm.
I wonder, are flowers a proper way to signify one's care for another?
Frankenstein?
Absolutely. I know you didn't ask me, but yes.
No, she looks over and gives a small, contemplative smile, and her lips part just briefly, as though she goes to speak, but as she does so, a terrible splintering of wood splits the air, followed immediately by the sound of rattling chains, beating leathery wings, and an unintelligible scream of triumph. A moment later, Cloven, the strangely headed man, bursts through the doors, weaving through you with anxious pushes, his chest heaving as the cherubic head on his shoulder is wailing shrilly with distress. Abbot, Marzena has escaped.
Yeah, no shit.
Uh,
Just out of curiosity, were you guys able to hear me when I went on my rant about how he could take his resurrection services and stick them up his ass?
that
Nope.
is negative.
No.
Bummer. All right, well then that was just happening in Gleister's head.
Beautiful.
I was about to say, I was like,
The abbot slips out of his chair and, well, it seems I am needed elsewhere. Please, continue your lesson. Vasilka has much to learn, and your wisdom is invaluable. And he
We're
quickly...
here to see Esmeralda.
Yeah, we're here
Yes,
to
give
see
me...
Esmeralda, dickhole.
Yes, pardon me. I should not take such advantage of your generosity. Give me just a moment to deal with this, and then I will return.
Somebody should follow him. I'm gonna stick here and speak to the woman, but one of you guys should go see what he's about to do.
I'm curious. I'll watch. Ain't gonna help
I'll
him, but
go
I'll watch.
just in case I need to go there.
As you step outside, you can see briefly the abbot change into that same form you saw the previous evening of powerful eagle, and he immediately takes flight and seems to soar up into the sky. Cloven watches after him for a moment, but he hears the door clank open against its hinges and turns, please, return to the main hall until the abbot has returned. It should only be a moment.
You get away
Nothing
off.
to worry of. What's that,
So
Joe?
it sounds like she's gotten away before.
It has happened a time or two. She is one of the more troubled of our folk, but she is improving. But we must keep her safe. Please, enjoy the comforts of the hall.
They ever tie you up there before your perfection?
Hardly, it's never necessary. I was not so far gone as Marzena.
That's good.
Please, go and rest yourself. He will be back shortly.
I'll lean against the wall.
I don't take orders from anybody. Definitely not you. Oh wait.
Back inside the main hall, Vasilka hesitates for a moment, looking at the door and the emptiness beyond it, before giving you a look, Gleister, and may I show you something?
What? show me. What do you mean?
Just a second, Drill. She rounds the table and crosses to the where that golden sun disk is hanging, and she carefully shifts it to the side and pulls out what had been hidden behind it, which is a simple garland necklace of red wildflowers, woven with care, but a bit clumsy, perhaps.
Well, that's lovely. What's that for?
Flowers. She said they are a way to show care. Yes?
Yeah. Yes, you
And
would give flowers to a loved one. That's a lovely thing to do. Yes. Why? This is news to you? Yeah. Young lady. Have you been kept here against your will? Have you living a sheltered, cloistered existence?
I don't know what you mean, but the abbot is very kind to me,
Young
and
lady,
he provides me with all I could need.
okay, well, that's not the same as, liking somebody. But let me ask you, be real with me. Do you even want to get married? I mean, I've been going over the basics with you, but do you even know what it entails? Do you even have a personal reason for it? Or is this just kind of a thing that was foisted on you as if it was going to be your role with no further explanation? Have you thought about what you want to do? Because that's really what you should look into before you're even thinking about getting married, frankly.
All young girls get married when they grow up, and sometimes I am lonely here.
Have you ever spoken to somebody your own age that you've, you know, had romantic feelings towards? Are you even familiar with that concept, child?
Where's your family? Is another question.
I think that's a good one too.
The abbot is my family.
Oh, I was worried you'd say something like that.
She sort of threads the red garland necklace of flowers through her hands. I wish to tell you something else. The East Wing is guarded by another like me. But
Another,
it is
another,
different.
another what like you?
What do you mean, like you?
Yeah, I want to take her hand and look at her sincerely, like another what like you, young lady. Did she get spooky snake eyes or something and blink at me sideways?
I mean, she does have kind of spooky snake eyes. I mean, you've seen her. Everything about her is a little bit strange. But she says, like me, a flesh golem. But it is different. It does not speak. It does not think as I do.
How does it think?
I am not sure. The abbot, he made it before me, his first attempt at his craft, and he forbids me from going near it, saying that to do so would disturb my delicate constitution, that it would afflict my mind with unpleasant thoughts. But I have watched it from afar, and I think it must be lonely.
I bet you're right, Vasilka. And can I tell you one other thing? When somebody says some condescending shit like that to you, you should get angry. Your
Why would I
delicate
get?
constitution. Because
Why would I get
Like
angry?
a constitution, he said.
he's not speaking to you like a person. He's speaking to you like some sort of idiot child.
Like you're a
I wouldn't
creature.
appreciate that at all. Yeah. You shouldn't be willing to take that.
You are
You
worth
poor thing.
more than.
He was important.
Well,
he was
he was
kind.
kind.
will beg to differ.
He was smart.
Oops, that's the wrong person.
He was important.
I don't understand. The abbot is very kind to me.
Not when he talks to you like that. He isn't. That is him being mean to you on purpose.
I do not understand, but I will remember what you have said. But
Can I see how she reacts if I try to give her a slight hug?
Yeah, absolutely. You reach for her, both of your arms outstretched wide, and you slowly,
Judo throw me.
delicately begin to wrap your arms around her.
And
And you feel her, she kind of just stays stiff and rigid in your arms. She's a bit cool to the touch, but after a moment, you can feel her fingers lightly tapping your back as though she's giving you a little pat.
Okay, that's the universal symbol for stop the hug now. So I will respond to that appropriately.
Did you say that like out loud?
No, that's his inner monologue this
Okay.
time.
I was like, okay, robot.
She sort of, she keeps threading that necklace between her hands as she's let go of your embrace. And she seems sort of fixated on it and this other creature.
Were you gonna give that to? Sorry. Go first.
No, yes, I was hoping to ask you for a favor. We are siblings, in a way. Were we not both made by the same hand?
Makes sense.
It seems so terrible that it should lurk always in the dark of the East Wing and never see the wonderful things that await outside. I made this to give to it a gift, but I have kept it hidden. I fear that the abbot would not approve. Would you give it my gift?
Yeah, I'm sure we can manage that if we can find him.
Thank you. And she holds it out to you and places it in your hands, and
please keep it hidden until it has been delivered. I do not know how he would react if he learned of this, and I do fear what of my disobedience.
Okay, I will gingerly put it in my satchel.
okay. And we're gonna switch scenes down over to Gerald, who steps down the stone steps, taking them 20 feet to a cellar that contains 10 barrels of wine and an L-shaped wooden rack packed with wine bottles.
All right. I just want to see what's down here. Anything sticking out to me?
Would you like to make an investigation check?
Sure. Not fast, but
You
not bad.
are giving a brief preliminary search, and you do notice that there is one wine bottle on the rack with no stopper and a label that reads Champagne du l'Estampe.
I want to pick that one up.
Okay. You
Um,
find inside of it a rolled up scroll.
Ooh, I want to read it.
Is it buttered?
Oh,
Give me a second.
Scroll.
Oh,
Give me a second. Unfortunately, it is not on your spell list.
okay.
So you
Yeah,
just
high level
see,
success.
some words that you're not sure what that means.
All right. So it's not a warlock spell at all?
Tis not, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, I will tuck that in my pocket, put the bottle back, and we're gonna get back upstairs.
All right, let me mark this down in. Oh, spell scroll from wine. All right. Let us return you to the battlefield. As you are agreeing to do as Vasilka has asked and deliver this token of love, appreciation, something thereabouts
I can't
to
see anything.
this. Oh, just kidding. I should probably put you back on the map, eh? There you go.
Okay.
With a deafening clash of shattering glass, a winged figure bursts through one of the main hall's windows behind you. Her leathery wings are beating desperately, and there is a heavy wooden post and chain dangling beside her. And as quickly as it enters, the figure is violently yanked back, stopped in her airborne escape as the post and chain snag on the corner of the windowsill. There's a weary cry that leaves her lips. Where's Cyrus? She screams multiple times, her little mandibles, spidery mandibles gnashing together. What Cyrus?
Holy crap. Drell is the eagle obviously outside nearby?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I don't want this thing in here, so I'm going to try and blast that post and chain.
Okay, absolutely.
Ta-ta. There we go. That's a better roll.
Yeah, you take careful aim and the post explodes in a shower of splintered wood. You can hear the heavy beat of wings, and the door opens behind you as the abbot and the two-headed entity return. And Vasilka sort of gives a wide-eyed look to the holder of the necklace, making sure that it's been fully concealed. And he steps up, sort of weaving in between you all. My apologies, my friends, for the disturbance. Please, allow me. And he steps up and he says, Cyrus has gone, child. And he sort of makes a move to reach for her chain.
He has moved on to the next stage of his journey. Perhaps you shall join him someday. And his fingers grasp the chain, and as it happens, Marzena collapses onto the floor of the hall, sobbing in anger and despair. Cloven weaves up between you all, and he hands off the chain. Please bind her in one of the sheds. I thought the light and air would prove a curative for her diseased mind. But the solemnity of solitude may provide a better environment for her healing. And the creature follows obediently, leash trained in a way, as two-headed entity begins to walk her out into the courtyard.
Tried to untangle her, get her away.
She did not run. She did not fly back out the window when you did that, unfortunately.
Right.
Who is it that she's looking for?
Yes, what is this Cyrus she spoke of?
Another of the Belleviews. He has completed his path to perfection. But change can be difficult for the more addled.
Yeah, and what is it that is changing them into these other forms?
Well, I prefer not to discuss it at length, for it tends to upset them deeply, and to no meaningful end, but it is I who am aiding them on their journey to perfection. All of the Belleviews seek perfection, as their ancestors did before them. Marzena simply held him in a particularly high esteem. It is simply difficult for those left behind to accept such a change. Marzena struggles with this more than most. But idle gossip is a dull and poisonous disease. Best we turn our thoughts to matters at hand. Off to see Esmeralda. Yes?
Please, yes.
And he leads you out of the main hall and across the courtyard. Excuse me.
Right. Davis,
Hmm?
as you are walking by
Sure, Founders.
Jarrell will pass you a scroll. Doesn't say anything, just kind of holds it discreetly while Cloven here is looking forward, hopefully.
And he's filling up the chops.
Okay.
I grab the scroll and I discreetly take it.
Okay, you just popping it in your bag or your pocket?
Yeah, look at it at a convenient time.
All right.
Make sure to add that to your inventory, because
Yep.
I'm taking it off mine now.
All right.
All right.
This just scroll.
It's a 6th level spell scroll that I cannot comprehend.
And I will look at
Hopefully
it and
it
see what I can do
is.
with it later.
Okay.
Move curse.
Yeah, I have it in my inventory.
Okay.
Question mark.
Fingers
Cool.
All right.
Alright.
The abbot has led you guys over yonder and opened up a door and gestured for you guys to enter. From what you can see when you do step inside, is that the room used to be, perhaps, an office. There's the evidence for that. With a desk, a chair, though both of them have been smashed to pieces. There is a hallway to the south that leads to a staircase that goes up, and there's a dark passage to the east full of unnatural whispers, mad laughter, and bestial odors. Just beyond the doorframe stands a towering figure, exceeding 7 feet, its shoulders broad and hulking. Patchwork of skin, varying in color, texture, and age, covers its body, crudely sewn together with thick, dark thread that zigzags across its form like a cartographer's nightmare. Muscles bulge unnaturally, as if overstuffed, and you can see places where the stitching has pulled tight, the skin almost tearing from the tension. The abbot gives the golem a nod. Please escort our guests to Miss d'Avenir's chambers. And he turns to the rest of you. May your path be illuminated. Before departing back to the hall.
I'll follow along.
Okay. The golem moves with heavy, deliberate steps. It leads you past that hall with whispers, and then ascends the creaking staircase, the weight of its large form making each step groan beneath it. The air grows heavier with dampness and decay as you reach the upstairs office, and inside is another functional sort of office space. The golem pays no mind to the ruin, instead making its way to the top of the steps and pushing open a door on the far side.
I'm in the cellar.
No, don't be there.
Yay.
As he opens it, you can see the curtain wall beyond and a row of scarecrows standing guard along the abbey's outer walls. They all are wearing tattered chain shirts, gripping spears, looking menacing.
What kind of condition are the spears in?
Long dulled and quite rusted.
Is anyone looking?
There is not a soul.
Can we just push it over the ledge and say nothing?
Yeah. All of them or just one?
Yes, all of them.
Okay. Well, you give them a toss, and they fall with various degrees of cracks against the wooden floor of the courtyard.
Satisfaction.
How did he get up here so quick?
Oh god.
Stairs.
Cheater.
Seriously.
He is working on an instrument of some sort, tuning the strings, replacing a few.
Nobody speak to him or he'll speak back to us and do the thing.
Deepest, you gotta show him how it's done.
What?
He's trying to tune an instrument.
He looks like he's doing alright.
Does he look like he's doing alright?
He looks like he's doing fine.
Hold up. We're about to see this. I'm seeing if he's doing alright.
He's just giving you a little bit of a weird look and trying to figure out what you're doing up there.
I think we got lost.
Yeah, we're looking for Esmeralda.
I'm just leaving. I think we left the golem. I'm gonna go find him.
You've passed her. She's the other door.
God damn it. God damn it. Shut the fuck up.
What's up with this figure on the bed here?
Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, you see a black shroud covering a shape on the wooden table.
I think Isaac fell. Can you fix him? I can't move him.
Killed him,
He
really?
fell to his death.
Thank God.
He
Hate
fell
that
off
guy.
this side.
Oh, hello there, bird.
Bird. Where are you,
Yes,
Questor?
I found-
Oh, Bird.
I found a bird.
You're just
Bird.
walking around.
Yeah, I
Um,
don't know where she is.
Chat.
I lost track of everybody. I'm gonna offer
Yeah.
this bird a ration too.
You don't actually get that far. As you step into this room, you find this big, spacious chamber that contains multiple bed frames of wrought iron in neat rows, though cobwebs and bits of
What?
rotten mattress cling to each of the iron frames. As you step through and begin to look at the doors, deciding which one you're going to enter for the first time, from the shadows, you swear you sense movement. And they seem to sort of convalesce into
No, I
something
need to stop moving.
He's channeling his inner Olaf, walking around.
quite physical.
Oh shit! Shit balls.
And I am going to please need
Glacier! Where
everyone
are
to roll
you?
initiative.
Well, why couldn't they have just shown us where she fucking is? I'm
The
sorry,
golem
guys.
literally did.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm in
well,
the
I
room
don't-
now.
What with what's her face?
Yeah,
Yeah.
right here.
Wait a second. Stop running.
I blow my whistle as free action, hopefully.
Okay.
What happened?
I
you know.
stumbled into a room
Are we
and
close
got
enough
jumped.
to be able to hear his
But-
whistle?
Definitely.
should
Yeah,
be.
definitely.
Okay. What direction is it coming from?
This way.
Yeah.
You know, the comment that hurt the worst was Chill saying that I channeled my inner Olaf. I hate that.
When you did. You did.
You knew-
This is the Olaf.
Yeah, I know. That's
we're
what
in
hurts so
initiative.
much is that you're right,
Get out of the
and
door.
it pisses me off.
Jarell, as you are standing there, you can go in if you would like to ignore what's happening with Gleister. But before you go in, as you approach the door to this room, is slightly ajar, and from the other side you can hear the rhythmic sound of chalk scratching against stone. There's a sudden snap, and a muffled curse follows immediately after.
Okay.
As you step forward, you can hear someone's voice say, "Come in." Glacier, I'll say, Muriel, I need Isaac in. Got him. And... Muriel hears the whistle, Gleister, from the room behind her, and what is it now? And she is going to dash towards you. Strahd.
Boy.
There's shadows.
Well, action dash. Boop bop beep. Oh boy. Oh, that's not just one, is it? Oh boy.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's gonna be a lot of hugging.
Group hug, everybody. Group hug. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Oh boy.
You're gonna wrestle the shadow like Peter Pan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Got it. The shadow sort of sweeps over to you. And begins to, like a Dementor, plunge its shadow into your body. Though you seem to be alright. Gerald.
Back in a moment. 30 feet. Believe. Yeah, I got plenty of. I will blast the shadow with Eldritch Blast.
Alright, let's get it.
$15.
That's a hit.
And another blast coming in. Even better. So 14 damage total. It's not adding in my charisma.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I think I keep saying I'm gonna freaking fix that, and I keep forgetting. So 1 sec.
I thought I did.
It's good. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it right now.
Okay.
Does it fuck up every time you level up, maybe?
Damage
Possibly. I
plus
didn't think about that.
charisma. Alright, it is now changed. Just add it manually. So what's the additional damage?
8 damage.
An additional 8 damage.
Yes. For
My
between the
God.
two blasts.
Alright. The shadow withers and dissipates.
Alright.
This one begins to swarm forward along with its brethren and begins to press its shadowy appendages into you. Jeebs.
What's happening? Why did I hear the whistle?
Bad touch whistle, Jeebs.
Oh no.
Sweat, baby, sweat, baby.
Hold on.
Oh, fuck! I'm coming back. Wait! I pressed the back button on my mouse!
Ooh.
God damn it!
I'm gonna dash and try to go here.
Okay.
Alright, and then I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration. They have to hear me, right? Or
That's
do I have to see them?
Yes. Here. I'm pretty sure it's here.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming that Glacier can hear me, so I'm gonna give him Bardic Inspiration if he can.
Yell this. Are you gonna yell?
Oh yeah. Yeah. From the doorway, you hear me scream, "Fighting Spirit!"
And that does it. Yep, perfect.
I'm so sorry. Dark Vengeance!
No. Dark Vengeance is for different occasions. It's Fighting Spirit right now.
Yeah.
If we were fighting Strahd, it would be Dark Vengeance, or anyone on the Dark Vengeance list. The Abbot, by the way, almost certainly going to be on the Dark Vengeance list.
All right. Let me know who's on the list before fighting, and I'll make the change.
Got it, bud.
All right. This guy is also up. And he rushes forward. The shadows at this point are surrounding you.
Spooky. But I feel pretty confident.
Indeed, indeed. The shadow does its best to melt into the darkness around it.
Leister, you get the chance to attack the darkness.
Attacking the dark magic missile.
Alright, so that's a 16. To see this guy as he is hiding.
16. What, perception?
Stealth.
Well, yeah, he's stealthed, but his roll was only a 10. So
It's not including a +6 that's involved there, so.
Oy.
So it's 16 to perceive.
All right, and would I have to use an action to do these things?
You do not.
Okay. Well, then I will first attempt my perception check.
Unfortunately, you can't determine this particular shadow from the shadows of this room.
Gotcha, and that's the one directly south of me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, then let's start off with the one directly in front of me.
Okay.
Not holding my breath if the silver does anything. Woof.
Unfortunately,
I'm gonna
no.
use I'm gonna use the Bardic Inspiration on that one for sure. Does 13 hit?
It does.
All right. So 5 slashing damage. I'm gonna take another swing. That's more like it. Alright, and then I am going to action surge and attack him again.
Alright.
Shit. That's just a straight miss, right?
Give me 1 second. Coming in and doing the damage from your last hits. A 10 is a miss.
Yeah. 12?
12 is a hit. Yeah,
All
your silver finds something corporeal in there to slash at.
Alright, and then with that last one, I would like to make that a goading strike, if possible. I guess he will attempt a wisdom savings throw, which, by the way, my DC is now 15.
Ooh.
Zah! Alright, so he's gonna come at...
Some dumb ghosts.
Well, he's gonna come at me is all now. And then it does an additional 4 damage. And that is it for me.
4 additional slashing damage?
Yes, from the goading strike. So
Alright.
yeah, however that affects him. Suppose they probably have resistance or something.
This guy glides down. Sticks his fingies in there. Oh, they're rolling really badly. And I fixed that check. Okay. Alcena.
Are you muted?
Tweet summer child.
Totally was. Let me see. So I can at least get about here. Can I see this one?
If you can see it, you can see it.
Well, you said that some of them are hiding, so I just wanted to.
Yeah, they're marked. I have the hidden ones marked, not to worry.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
So I am.
Not a 0, it's a 16.
Oh, I dashed. I don't have a do I? Let me see. That is all I can do. do because I dashed.
Do you want to turn it into an animal? Or no, because you're in sort of a tight spot? Let's see.
Maybe I will. I'll go animal. I'll do not that one. We'll go direwolf.
Okay. Suddenly from behind you, Sturg, you hear the ripping and tearing of flesh, and where Alcena once stood is a direwolf.
Oh boy.
That was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life.
Right. This guy slides up. Begins. Try and reach its little fingies out for you, but alas, it does nothing. That doesn't stop this one from sliding on up. What the fuck is happening?
Main character energy? I don't know.
Mm.
The Dark Vengeance is too strong with this one.
Huzzah!
Fighting spirits.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Oh, by the way, that bardic inspiration is gone. I don't know if I can get rid of that thing or if.
It's gone. You might just be glitching a little.
Oh, okey dokey.
Do the rest of you still see it?
Oh, I can't
I
see
don't
him.
see him.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. Well, keep me updated on that, but I did delete it already.
Okay.
In theory. What's Isaac up to, Jeebs?
Oh, I control him in combat too?
I guess. If you don't want to, I can.
Oh, I think you do it better.
Okey-dokey. Yes, I will sacrifice him for the very good. 15.
Oh, shit. No,
20, 25.
he swan dies off the...
That is 30. You can sort of see this guy. But it is not safe to be lodging flames in here. So he is simply going to dash and make sure he is close to that brother.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
Yet another shadow approaches you. Yeah! At least one hit, goddamn.
Oh, really? Shit.
Just one. And you take 8 necrotic damage. And your strength really decreased
Oh boy.
by 3.
Ouch.
You're fucking me up.
Whoa. One second. I did minus 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that doesn't seem right.
There you go. Now you're set
Okay.
at a 15.
Alright, and then it was 8 damage.
8 damage.
Good God.
And another. Whew! Shifts up to surround you. At this point, I'm going to say none of you can see Gleister anymore. He is simply completely surrounded and shrouded by this mass of shadows. Ah, fuck! And she will... Where the hell is her crossbow?
Oh, good, she's got her crossbow.
She'll let out a crossbow bolt at the one nearest to her, though it will miss.
Bummer.
So she's
She'll make her way into the corner of the room.
being a little bit useless, as always.
God
Well, that's
damn.
what she said.
Oh, relax. God.
See,
We got her
hadn't-
already.
I hadn't been paying attention, but she was right. She said that last time too.
Well,
So she's not like a
Huh.
rogue. She can't sneak attack.
No, I'm sorry.
what is she then? A very bad fighter?
Useless.
Yes.
Well, she's a
Jesus.
were-raven.
Well, I guess for nothing. Well,
Yeah, she can turn
first
into
off,
a bird.
Ford.
good. Rage to begin with. And not quite sure what to do open the attack. Because I don't do magic damage. I do like poo-poo damage. But
Do radiant damage.
no, I don't. Not anymore. So I'm gonna
What?
try something odd. I'm gonna oh brother. Try and grapple both this one and this one.
Alright, make your roll.
Yaha. Beep, boop. And beep.
You use your action, and you
Yeah, 2 attacks.
prime yourself to grasp these shadowy figures in the tightest restraints you can possibly muster. But unfortunately, your arms slide right through it.
I'm gonna kill you, Grim.
It is immune to the grappled condition.
Oh, you little shit.
I didn't create this monster, okay?
No, I think you did. That's fine. That's whatever. I'll just
It's so
stand
funny
here.
that this is a huge hassle for you, and it's my fault. And it's like
It
a
is.
perfect Olaf. It's like a perfect Olaf revenge, but I didn't mean to do this at all. I didn't mean to do this at
Well-
all. I apologize.
what happens when you start running
Olaf
around.
feels.
Yes.
Olaf feels very happy exploring until he gets hit.
He's only goaded for this one turn, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Gerald.
Alright. Jarrell will move 30 feet. If I were to try and throw my sword to Gleister, would that take an action or a bonus action?
Throwing is an action.
Okay.
What about tossing?
Get off. Get out. I'm done with you.
Then I will Eldritch Blast this guy here.
Alright. Let's get it, let's go. That is a hit as your magical energy blasts into him.
13.
And you hear the terrible shrieking of the shadowy entity.
Alright. Another 11. Same guy.
Though unfortunately... Oh, just kidding. The 19. And you find a small break in the shadows that are pressing in on Gleister. You can see him in the center just wildly trying to fight back these encroaching shadows.
Alright.
This one's tendrils continue to caress you.
Can't penetrate my defenses, shadows.
Oh boy, it's a loaded
except for that-
statement.
Except for that one guy.
I don't
Alright,
see move in the turn order anymore.
You are Alcina the Wolf. 917.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Ah.
I skipped.
Alrighty, I'm gonna yell at this one right here. Get off him, you shadowy freak. This is vicious
Okay.
mockery.
Okay. Wisdom save. And my guy takes 2 psychic damage. Anything else that happens with Vicious Mockery? I believe something happens
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
on its next attack roll. All right. Beautiful.
And then. Yeah,
Sorry?
That's it. That's it.
All right, fuck off then.
All right.
This
I have a
guy
feeling.
from the shadows of the room, you receive a slightly surprised strike, Gleister.
Oh shit, he does hit me, you butt fucker. Oh, because he's stealthing, you fucker. Shit balls.
And your
Oh, it's
strength
fucking with
is
me?
reduced another 3.
Oh man. If we get to a certain point, I'm not going to be able to wear my armor, I'll just collapse.
Oh,
You'll just have
true.
disadvantage on it all.
Yeah.
Oh good.
Okay.
When we're done with this, you guys are all going to like warm me up and stuff, right?
Yeah, it'll be like Weekend at Bernie's.
I got you.
And he is going to slink back into the fucking shadows. What do you do, Gleish?
Flail my arms helplessly.
Okay.
Well, I mean, essentially is what it's gonna be. This will be funny. Oh
Who are we
wow.
hitting?
The one directly to the north of me.
Okay, that's one up here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. That is a hit. Your sword slashes through the misty darkness.
Oops, I hit the wrong one again. Might be. Alright. And then, so 2 swings, which is remarkable despite my strength drain, and just got good dice rolls. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. This guy from down below slinks out of that shadow.
From down under.
Fuck you!
Though he once more returns to them.
Ooh.
I'll say now.
Okay. I am going to run up here. And I am going to bite this one right next to me in stirrup.
Okay. With advantage?
Um,
Yeah,
Are
that's a
these
hit. Go ahead,
are
what's
these
up?
are these windows covered?
No. However, there's not a whole lot of light coming in from them, which is why only the shadows that are up against the wall are able to be making this bonus action throw right now. It doesn't technically say that, but that's how I'm ruling it, so that it's not the whole
Okay.
room.
Alright, but so there's not like any curtains or anything that we could pull down to cast more light.
Well,
No,
you
you're
could take out a
getting-
torch.
Bummer.
That's true. Yeah, you could take out a torch. Yeah, you slice through this little guy, and you give him a little bit of a what for, tear into that shadowy flesh.
Good. That's all I can do. I don't have modified attack rolls on die roll,
Okay,
unfortunately.
just making sure that was the right one. This shadow turns to you, Alcena,
No,
and begins to reach for you.
I didn't need to do that.
It ain't doing
Ooh.
shit, actually.
I heard you and was like, alright.
More tendrils of shadow reach out for you, Alcena.
Ooh.
You take 9 necrotic damage, and your wolf form's strength is reduced by 2.
Ouch.
Is it? Isaac will
Better do something
rush
useful.
in. He is going to make his perception check. Fail it. Step forward and begin attacking the shadows he can reach around Gleister. He aims first at this one.
Right.
And slices through the shadow, causing it to hiss. Then again. Causing it to dissipate.
Oh, that hurt so bad.
The shadow reaches out towards you, Sturgy boy.
Aw, but I mean, no, it's fine.
It just has a disadvantage. Yeah, it's whatever. My. Muriel looks around. The shadow's slowly starting to clear, and she takes aim at the one standing in front of you, Sturg, and lets her crossbow fly. Though it is a miss.
Oh my god.
Leave her
Come
alone,
on, you
guys.
guys. Yeah, come on, you guys. These are
In
friends.
frustration, I'm just gonna fucking kill it, I guess. All reckless, because why not? I like crit fishing.
Well, also, it
God
pissed you off.
damn it. The fucking stupid ass got in the corner. Just sitting there and missing. She's annoying. God, I low rolled. Gonna do it again. Beep, bop, boop, bop, beep. Amazing. Now I high
Beautiful.
rolled.
You swing again. And the shadow dissipates.
Yeah, fuck you.
What? And run on over yonder. And stand there.
Okay, did you come through here?
I mean, if I have to do them this sort of way, I guess it'd be like this, like this.
Okay. I'm gonna take it. The
Okay.
shadow continues to envelop you, Gleister.
All right. That'll be 30 feet.
Okay.
And I will use my magic dream sword.
On which one? This one that you can't see?
Oh, can I not see it?
You cannot. I'm sorry. Make your perception check for free.
Oh, no, that's persuasion. Perception. There we go.
You
Can't see shit, boss.
nothing.
Well then I will Eldritch Blast one I can't see. I can't
Which
see the
is
icons on them.
This one, or this one, or this one.
We'll go for this one.
Okay, top. That's a hit. The Eldritch Energy blasts into it.
And blast number
cost
2.
those.
Damn, I'm rolling good on my Eldritch Blast.
Yes, you are. Yeah, it's
Can't do
another
ability checks
shadow
at this point.
hisses. You'll get there. The shadow hugs the wall, and it can only reach Gleister at the moment. So he slinks into the shadow of the wall. Jeeps.
All right, I'm gonna pop in, and I'm gonna look at Glacier, and I say, "Don't forget your fighting spirit," as I cast action on him.
Okay.
So you get an additional action on your next turn.
All right. So I get like a freebie.
Action surge, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can only take one attack though.
Mm-hmm.
One weapon. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's great. Top notch.
It's like a minor haste.
Thank you.
Also,
Jesus.
I'll also give him bardic inspiration in the same word.
Okay.
Well, all right, awesome. I mean, the little spinny thing never went away from me, so.
Oh, it went away for us. I don't see it.
Yeah.
I didn't see
It's
it
back now.
Yeah, have another one, Gleister.
All right.
Cool. And that's it for me.
All right. This guy reaches out his little shadowy appendages. Oops. It's shadowy appendages towards Isaac.
Damn, is his armor class that bad?
We get hit.
Isaac down -1 strength. All right. Doing that, of course. Shows his position. Which point he slinks back into the shadows, though not as effectively. Pleasure.
Damn it. All right, so of those three in base to base with me in the south, can I see any of them?
Unfortunately not, but you can attempt to. Oh wait, you did. You failed. You can't see shit. Sorry.
And there's definitely no chance I could just blindly swing at all that shit, right?
With disadvantage.
I would say that'd be worth it. You have the bardic inspiration if you get close on an attack.
Yeah, roll a d3 and then with disadvantage.
3?
Yeah, /R space 1d3.
I guess to see which one you would hit if you do hit.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
All right, and now roll your d20 or your disadvantage, which unfortunately, swinging wildly, you don't feel as though you've made contact with anything.
The DC is pretty low. You could use yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Okay. Oh shit, that was with the disadvantage.
One more time.
Damn.
Well. That one hits.
And then, because of the action, I'm gonna do one more with disadvantage.
Mhm.
There we go. Well.
That is not a
So I'm
hit.
gonna
Although it
yeah,
wouldn't be at disadvantage, it would just be at the plane 6. Do you want to use your inspiration?
You know what? I do have inspiration, don't I?
Or your bardic inspiration?
No, I'm gonna use regular inspiration.
I mean, remember, bardic only lasts for 10 minutes.
No, I know, but it's just not the right time. I don't think with the 6 it'd be a gamble.
It's D8, I think, but yeah.
Oh, D8, that's right.
Yeah, it is D8.
Oh, what did I? Damn it.
I mean, no pressure. Just your options.
Alright, so.
That is a hit.
Alright. shit.
Okay. The shadow hisses, turns to Jarell, and begins to try and envelop you. Damn, they're rolling really bad. Y'all are so lucky. I added an extra 4 shadows to this fight. I'll say no.
You nearly adopted the darkness.
I am gonna move right
Mold
here
by it.
for my
Okay.
tactics, and
Mhm.
I am going to get this one above me. Oh, I meant to do advantage. Hold on. That didn't help.
It didn't.
That sucks.
And the shadow turns to you, Wolf Cena.
Oh, see, I got that dog in her.
Ezek swings his battle axe at the shadow below.
You can swing a sword.
And swings it again. And absolutely
Damn,
fucking
son.
obliterates the shadow.
He sends its soul to the shadow realm.
100%. Her arrow flies true, hitting. It's rolling. Whispered for some reason. Sturg. The arrow hit this time, you guys. Did you catch that? Muriel's bolt actually hit the shadow this time. She did some damage.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
Just
You
a
fuck.
little bit. Yeah, just a little bit of damage. Just don't worry over
Okay.
there.
All right. Better chill out. She's doing good.
Oh,
Guys are
That is a
a-holes.
hit.
Alsane is not a fan.
You better buy one
a
then.
piece of shit is still alive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking poopy nuts. Fucking half damage. Fucking resistance.
Though yet another
Okay.
is eliminated. You feel an uneasy sense, though you can't see anything immediately threatening.
Me or him?
Oh,
Draw.
we will try perception.
I rolled 24.
Nope. I will blast the goddamn wall. They keep popping out of with disadvantage.
Okay.
Boosh. Disadvantage. 16.
Mm-hmm. Roll your damage. And
blast.
yet another one is blasted into oblivion. Doing good.
Can't do anything outside of combat, but by God, I am blasting away.
And I just started blasting.
Blasted.
Though, unfortunately, nothing seems to happen.
There we go.
All right. So the last one's the one we can't see, so I'm gonna try to roll a perception.
DC of 18.
I am hitting the wrong button.
You idiot.
Perception. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
You don't see anything, but you're pretty confident that those shadows ain't right.
Yeah. Something right here. All right. I wanna yell at the wall. And with disadvantage, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery at it. If I can do that. Wait, how do I do it disadvantagely?
You can't with a
So
saving
that's
throw.
not how that works, and this is only a creature that you can see, unfortunately, is target.
Oh, okay. And that can
Oh,
hear
sorry.
you. Okay, never mind then. I don't do that.
It can hear you, but you can't see shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just gonna give my No, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna watch them beat the hell out of this thing.
Solid. Steps forward. And begins to wrap itself around Dizek, who shouts out in pain.
Can I silvery barbs that?
Sure.
Damn. Where is the spell? I have
That
it.
I
There
can't
it is.
answer.
Found it.
Okay. Well, all right then.
Damn.
Whew. And I can empower somebody, right?
Yep.
It's gonna be Isaac.
Okay. As though he needs any of that. And so sorry, it's going to also do its best to slink back into the shadows.
Of course. Aha. Might actually beat this one. Yes!
Hey,
Alright, now I'm gonna fuck him up.
that's a hit. Your sword hits something.
Shit. Well, that was a miss, but, Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Alright. And, I will use my second wind as a bonus action. So, regain 9 hit points.
Okay.
And that's me.
I'll say no.
All right. Is there enough room for me to squeeze in between, or like kind of nudge Glacier to the side to get at the shadow?
Yeah.
Well, first I gotta see if I see it first.
Yep.
I do see it.
You do.
Okay, I am going to try and bitey bite.
That is a hit. Okay. Your teeth sink in, though you can't seem to drag it to the ground.
All right. That's all I can do.
Okay. Isaac swings. Isaac smashes.
Isaac smash!
And suddenly the room seems a little brighter.
Well, waste no time. What's in this room? What's this? This is evil. Do I kill it?
Oh my god.
20 more
Technically,
shadows.
we're gonna end session there. However,
You level up.
you're so fucking hilarious. A raven is perching on the windowsill in this room, though otherwise it is empty.
Evil? Raven?
Right.
I don't know.
No, ravens are our friends, bud. But listen,
Thank you,
here's
but
what I'm gonna
strong.
do. Here's what I'm gonna do, which Olaf would never do, which is I'm going to apologize. I am sorry that I ran in here and started this mess, and I will try not to do it again.
I'll remember this next time you do it again. And I'll tell
I'm
you,
not
you are a real Olaf at heart. At heart.
No,
You
you
are
son of a
Olaf.
bitch. No, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and Olaf is gonna still stand alone in the realm of infamy.
He's like in the dark corner of your mind, growing to become a personality. You'll become him eventually, like Batman became Joker. You will become Olaf.
It's pretty fucking hilarious, actually. All right, well, end of session.
End of session. We will go back to Esmeralda and see what is in that creepy room next time on Dragon Ball Z.